where I want it. I don't need quite as much as last time. It's really just this anterior segment. While it's nice and hot, I'll warm it in there. Now I'm going to use my hot plate this time. Okay, so you want to run your hot plate back and forth through the heat. Both sides, heating them both. You'll see the hot plate kind of change, not color, but it'll get really shiny when it's hot. And you'll see that it goes from a dull metal to a shiny metal. That means it's getting warm. You can place this flat and adjust the plane like back and forth like so. Okay, that's going to give me a nice flat rim that follows the occlusal plane. And you're going to learn how to adjust this again chair side when you go to do it. But what you want is for this plane to be nice and flat at the height that we've specified, 20 to 22 and 22 in the anterior. To get that 12 to 15 degrees, first I want to keep this just a little bit. It's not really adapted very well. I'm going to come in with this hot plate from the angle on the side, and I'm going to create that angle. Okay? I'm going to come like this. I'm going to reduce some of the wax at the top. And I'm reducing wax instead of adding wax because I already know that I'm about where I need to be 8 to 10 millimeters forward from my incisive papilla. If I wasn't, I may need to be adding wax to the bottom rather than taking wax away from the top to create my 8 to 10 or my 12 to 15 degrees. Okay, so sometimes it's reductive, sometimes it's additive, depending on where you've placed your wax to begin with. But you can see I'm putting this at the angle that I want it to go to. Okay. Now my goal is just to blend the wax together. Again, I'm clearing any wax away from the vestibule, from the land area. If you hold your cast in the right orientation, let gravity be your friend. Okay, my hot plate will help me back here as well. Except for now I'm not trying to do an angle, I'm trying to do this straight up and down. So you'll see that I'm not angling the plate as I'm doing the posterior portion of the rim. Okay. So this one still needs just a little bit of work to fill in some of the voids here, but roughly that's what you're shooting for. You should see the plane is a little bit shorter in the posterior. I'm doing this for the camera and I need to do it for the demo too. So I'm a little bit shorter posteriorly and a little longer anteriorly. And I have that 12 to 15 degree angle that's putting my incisal edge or my future incisal edge 8 to 10 millimeters from the incisive papilla. So if I could measure for my incisive papilla out to here, it should be 8 to 10 millimeters. And that 12 to 15 degrees. Okay? So that's our maxilla.